Hi friends, I hope all your preparation is going on really well for your exams. Today's video, very close to your CA Inter exams, I'm going to discuss your revision strategy for the costing paper. This you can use it for the next few days or also the day before exam strategy because you get around your 1.5 days before your exam. For that purpose, also this can be used, or you can use this strategy even when you're doing your revision, normal revision preparation after one time of preparation is done. Now, as we have 15 chapters, many students, because it is too heavy, find it difficult on what area should I focus during the revision phase. So I have made it as four blocks. There's a block one, which is for 31 marks. There's a block two, which is for 37 marks. There's a block three, which is for 10 marks. And there's a block four, the final block, which is for 36 marks. All put together around 125 marks of the paper. This is past data. This past data, I'll share the link to you. My material is there. So if you see, this is the data. Chapter wise historical breakup is presented here, and somewhere from this data point, chapter 1 till chapter 15, the historical data breakup, I've taken this data as a base and this analysis. So I would suggest that what are the main material you're going to use at the revision phase. If you are following my books, then please focus extensively on my concept book. There is a concept book which I have given to the students, where in the concept book we are going to use a lot of concepts with examples. So if you see the concept material will have an concept example, concept example, and in the beginning it will say different types of questions which can come from a chapter. So that's what the concept book is going to do. This first main material which you're going to use. And I've also released the revision material where there are 130 questions, 130 questions, which in case you can do during your revision phase, this will kind of take care major chunk of your preparation. This is the main material. Apart from that, there's a theory book, there is a whole question bank as well, and I've also given videos to cover these 130 questions. In that, I would have covered around 110 questions in this revision video. So my major source of your preparation, or your major source of preparation, is going to be concept book, concept book, revision material, concept book, revision material, and maybe the concept video. So what I want you to do, start with marginal cost. Marginal cost. Don't spend solving so many questions. The chapter will have 100 questions. What you can do is solve all the MCQs. Solve all the MCQs. No need to solve multiple questions, as every question is unique in exam. Solve all the MCQs. Solve all the MCQs of my concept book, which will help you in revising all concepts, and solve very limited question. Especially, I would want you to have attention on these two areas: limiting factor question, because somewhere I feel question may come from these two areas: limiting factor question and absorption versus marginal. All other areas, if a question come with the concept book MCQ example itself, we'll be able to handle. So special attention to limiting factor and absorption versus marginal. All other area, just the concept book. Then this will take care of my 12 marks of preparation. So first, let's close 12 marks of paper. Second, we will do activity based costing. Now, why activity based costing? 10 marks every attempt. The question which is going to 100% come from this. You can look at 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 15, 7. So every attempt, there is a question from chapter 5. Chapter 5, which is your activity based costing. In fact, it has more weightage than the overage chapter. Overage is a very voluminous area. So this is the block one is like my category A. The block one is like my category A of preparation. So activity based costing, 10 marks. 10 marks. So in this 10 marks, what you are going to do is you're going to solve only three questions. One, direct working. One, there will be redistribution of overhead. It will be covered in those 130 questions. And one reverse working question. One reverse working question. If you handle this, this is kind of going to take care of your activity based costing preparation. Only three types of question: one direct working question, one redistribution of overheads, and one reverse working question. Then I go to my third chapter, cost sheet, where You can pick questions which are there in the revision material, and along with that, pay a little bit more focus on FIFO method and weighted average cost inventory. Pay a little bit more attention to this because students make a mistake here. FIFO method and weighted average cost method. And see, every chapter concept book is very critical. MCQ solving has to be very critical because MCQ you can cover it faster, and if, in that phase you'll be able to complete it. So this three day before exam can get over in 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. It can get over in 4 to 5 hours of preparation. All these three areas, marginal costing, you may end up spending 3 hours. Activity based costing and cost sheet, 1 hour each maximum. This is the maximum allocation you are going to do for these three chapters. So when can you do? You write your exam, you come back on that night. On that night, ideally, this three block can be completed. The block one, the first three chapters, marginal costing, activity based costing, and cost sheet completion can happen on the first day itself. The next day, when you start again, you are going to do block 2 and block 3 first. You're going to do block 2 and block 3 where I have budgetary control, service costing, material costing, and labor chapter. And my block 3 where I want you to revise. I want to revise from my concept book summary theory. From my concept book summary theory. So in the concept book, in the end, there is a theory summary. So you will just focus on this theory summary which is given in the end, And if you can take care of this block, that is the theory preparation, you can do block 3 first and then do block 2 or in the other order. That's your wish. But you will focus on block 2 and block 3 initially. The theory preparation will take away 2 hours of your preparation in case you read those 20 pages in a calm manner and revise it 2 3 times also. 2 hours 2 hours and 10 marks is kind of handled. So at this stage we are done with 40 marks of the paper. And then budgetary control, 10 marks. Service costing, what I need to do in budgetary control, only two questions. One question on fixed versus flexible, where there is change in cost structure, and one comprehensive question on functional budget, starting from sales, going on till manpower, sales, production, raw material consumption, raw material purchase, and manpower. This will take 1 hour of preparation. One question and the concept book. One question and the concept book. Anyway, in the revision material, I have picked up even more questions because day before exam, you can even do lesser number of questions. 10 questions I've picked up, but even you need not go through this 10 questions in budgetary control. I'm saying this 130 questions can be done in case you're having 5 6 days. But if it's only 2 days before exam, your 1.5 day strategy, that time just one question on budgetary control, fixed versus flexible, and one question on functional budget and the concept book. Then service costing, again you'll have to spend 1 hour or maximum 1.5 hours, and you are going to do cost sheet on every industry. Maybe this can take 1.5 hours. A cost sheet on every industry: transport, hotel, hospital, insurance, toll road, IT company, power project. Pay more attention to unique industries like your IT company, banks, insurance, because questions have been coming frequently from that area. I'm not again telling which is important, which is not important, but I'm telling you to pay more attention because transport anyway you'll be able to handle. Transport, even if you don't pay attention, you'll be able to handle because that you have solved many number of questions. The unique industries is where students miss out. So pay that attention. Material cost, labor cost is next calculation. In material cost, two important areas. One is your EOQ computation with discount evaluation and the inventory levels, that is reorder level, max level, min level calculation. And in labor cost, HALSI versus row 1, reverse working, normal working, and labor turnover, again reverse working and normal working. This two are this entire segment can take you 5 hours of preparation. Budgetary control 1 hour, service costing 1.5 hours, material and labor put together maybe 2.5 hours, and the theory part. The theory part is 2 hours maximum. So another 7 hours gone. On the second day, you will still have leftover maybe another 5 hours of preparation. And that before the exam day, you can do one more thing. This theory preparation, the block 3, You can even shift it. You can even shift it to the day of exam. You can even shift it to the day of exam because you prepare on the day of exam. You are remembering it so that it is easy for you to reproduce in exam. The theory preparation can even be done on the day of exam. On the day of exam. So that is something which you may want to do in case you don't recollect theory easily. And another I said, see, totally what I believe is you will have 5 hours on the day of exam, that is on when you're writing your the earlier exam, then maybe 12 hours on the next day, 12 to 14 hours, and on the day of exam, another maybe 4 5 hours. So overall 17 20 hours or 20 to 23 hours maximum you can spend. In that I have told this is 5 hours. Second block here, the second block here is another 5 hours. Theory is around 2 hours. Even if you stretch it one extra, you will still be left over with 5 hours where you will pay attention to the balance area. Balance areas, whatever attention you want to pay, you pay in that special focus on in the block 4 also special focus on process costing and standard costing. And all other chapters you can prepare in after that. All other chapters you can prepare after that. This is what I would suggest as a proper strategy for your 1.5 days. Proper strategy in process costing. Different categories of question are there. Non-equivalent units, FIFO method, and inter-process profits question are there. Standard costing, one question on material, one on labor, one on variable overhead, one on fixed overhead, one comprehensive question and fixed overhead ratio. And then you pay focus on all other chapters with my revision material question and concept book. And concept book is going to be very, very critical. So 130 questions, if you can solve before when this 130 questions can be solved before your 2 days, that is when you're doing your preparation, even in the next amount of days you have, you can complete this. And 2 days before exam, 2 days before exam, or 1.5 days before exam, start with block 1 on the day you write your prior exam. Block 2 in the day gap which is there. Block 3 in the day gap, or on the day you're going to write your costing exam, or on the day you're going to write your costing exam. And block 4 with block 2, whenever with block 2 are the next day. That's a call you take. Block 3, block 4 you can keep changing, but block 3 is critical. Why is it critical? Because this is your exam writing strategy. I think completing paper is an extreme challenge. It's an extreme challenge in costing, and students have found it very, very difficult to complete the paper. I know ICI has made extremely lengthy papers, and people have found it very, very difficult to complete paper. So completing paper is very critical. I know, but I'm not able to do it. So in order to ensure that you're able to write it, one golden rule is 1.5 minutes per mark. 1.5 minutes per mark. This will ensure you complete your paper in 150 minutes. And 30 minutes is to look at question which are, so if there is a 10-mark question, spend 15 minutes. If you feel you can complete in another 2 3 minutes, take it. If you feel it will take time, put a pause, go to the next question. Put a pause and go to the next question. This is one strategy, 1.5 minutes. Or start with MCQ. Try to complete your 30 marks, or not 30 minutes, 30 marks maximum in 40 minutes. And then answer the theory question. Because theory question I normally was telling not to answer, but it is easy for me to complete the theory question. So MCQ and the theory question I complete in the first hour, 44 marks. Another 4 question of 14 marks. Each question you can spend 25 to 30 minutes. Each question you can spend 25 to 30 minutes, so that you'll complete your paper in 2 hours 45 minutes or 2 hours 50 minutes, and some finishing touches you can give. This is what I want you to do for your costing revision strategy and the exam writing. Exam writing is very, very critical. Again, I'm repeating, completing paper is very, very tough as far as my subject is concerned. Unfortunately, lengthy papers. Unfortunately, extremely lengthy papers are coming in exam. So we have a golden rule. We have a golden rule which is 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes per mark, not only for my subject, for other subject. Or first hour, complete MCQ and theory question, 45 marks done. You will get confidence in this 45. Ideally, MCQ is a scoring area, so questions can be tough. It is a scoring area. You should not miss out even one question. You don't know, write something and come, mark something and come in MCQ. 44 marks, you will score. You will score easily around 30 to 35 marks, and balance is easy, and exemption is in our hand. Exemption in costing is very, very easy. So you will have to get that. And in order to get that, ensure that you follow my 1.5 days revision strategy as well as the exam writing strategy. Thank you, friends. Any doubts, anything you have, you reach out to me on WhatsApp or comment in this channel. I'll be ready to help you out. Thank you, guys.